There's a whole lot of trouble coming. The cartoon killers and the rank of the clones. Static heels kicking a rhythm of social circumcision. I can't close the closet on a shoebox full of bones.
Okay, let's talk about the, we'll start off as like part one of the Minuteman. Of course, the Minuteman refers back to the time when you need to be ready to go in a minute. It's part of American history. It's part of our legacy. That tradition has never stopped. It doesn't matter if you're talking about any of the armed services. No matter what's going on, you have to be ready to deal with an emergency situation immediately. Let me give you an example. When you're a ship's crew on a U.S. Navy warship, your coveralls are hanging beside your rack. Your boots are on the deck with your socks on top of it below you. When general quarters sounds in the middle of the night, you jump up, put your boots on, slip your coveralls on, zip them up, and take off right to the emergency. Combat troops, their clothes are there. Their chest rigs or harness system is within easy reach. When the alarm goes off in the middle of the night, they can jump up, throw their stuff on, and head out the door. That's the principle of the Minuteman. I've seen videos done on Minuteman, and there's some good ones out there. It doesn't do any good to prep for everything, and then an emergency happens, and A, you don't have your equipment with you, or B, you run outside like a fool with a pistol in your hand in your underwear. You're not prepared for the situation then. So, we're going to start this one here. We're actually just going to do clothing. We're going to keep these simple. We're going to keep them in short little sections, so let's get rolling here. Beside my bed, wherever I'm sleeping at, on the floor are my boots, just like you see them right here. Every night. Inside of those boots are the socks. I wear hiking socks. They're merino wool. All this stuff needs to be for the area you live in. I'm not going to run out and deal with an emergency situation, especially outside, but even inside, without the right footwear. Whatever that is for you. These are made by Reebok. I have another pair that's the exact same shoe that was made by Converse. It's a pattern that one company bought from another. It doesn't matter. Make sure you have solid footwear and socks. The entire world's military marches on their feet. If you can't move around, you can't stop your feet from getting cut up, you can't stop from twisting ankles, you're no good to yourself or anybody else. Now, set that to the side. My dog's in here. Go let in. Go on. Hanging up are these. And what this is very simple. Inside of here, whatever, on the hanger is a tactical shirt. I don't think I need to go into this. It has all this crap for patches and stuff for active duty. I obviously don't have patches on mine. I love these shirts. The sleeves are almost like BDU material. They stop them getting snagged and grabbed a hold of and stuff like that. But this part in here, because of where I live, keep it to your environment. Keeps me considerably cooler. If you want to go and buy the expensive combat shirts, there's some out there that are, God, I've seen some out there that are like $300 a shirt. I don't buy the big time name brands. And to tell you the truth, here's a hint from Darby. All of mine came from paintballers. Look on eBay, you'll see where people have gone and bought stuff to do paintball or whatever. They either grow out of it or paintballing or whatever the case may be. You could pick these things up. I picked these up for under $20 a piece, and there is nothing wrong with them. Not a stain, not a rip, not a tear. I just keep my eye on it on eBay. It's one of those automatic searches that I have that I look for. I have my belt. I don't even know what this one is. It doesn't matter. It's just a regular belt for tactical clothing. And then my pants. These are True Spec. Yeah, these are True Spec. I have 511s. The brand to me doesn't really matter that much. I do kind of like the True Spec brand because they're a little thinner. And for the heat down here, that's important to me. So, if something were to happen, if I had to go in a hurry, instantly, my shoes, my socks, my shirt, my pants, my belt are right there within 3 foot of me. I can be dressed in 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Sitting right next to those are the next items. Let me get this reset and I'll show you what those are. Okay, I have the second part of this sitting on the table now. Obviously I've gotten up, gotten on my clothes, I'm dressed. Sitting less than a foot away for 2 of these items are the next 2 parts of getting ready in a Minuteman type scenario. So I have my clothes on. The next thing that's laying there, it's actually just sitting on the floor, is my tactical chest rig. I love a chest rig. I can't think of anything that's quicker to put on, ready to go, than grabbing something and slipping it over your head. And I'm ready to go. There's a strap that I do hook on the back. There. Now I'm ready to go. That quick. I have all my ammo, my medical kit, my flashlight, flare, everything that's in this rig, my knife, is ready to go that quick. Seconds. Right next to it, in a case with the top unzipped, is my AR-15. So now, in a matter of a minute, minute and a half, I am fully dressed head to toe. I have all my ammo, my medical kit, all my gear, and my primary weapon, and I'm ready to take care of a situation. Now, because of the way our bedroom's laid out, I do not keep a magazine in the AR-15. This is the magazine that sits there, and right on top of it sit my shooting gloves. These actually sit on the corner of my wife's dresser because as I'm looking at my rig and my gun, I put those on right here and I reach right over on her dresser and there's my gloves and my magazine. So I put my magazine into the receiver, put my gloves on, and then last but not least, and some people don't think this may be backwards, is my sidearm. It's not backwards to me for a couple of reasons. One, I would rather deal with any kind of real emergency situation with a primary weapon than a secondary weapon. The other reason is because I have to have, with the rig I use, I have to have my belt on first. So once these are all put together, this holster that I use, this thigh holster that I use, just has a buckle. So all I do is just slip it up through my belt, clip it, and I'm ready to walk out the door with it. I'm not going to go into the chest rig on this video. I doubt I'll even talk about specifics on this AR-15. I will do a video on the chest rig. I will do a video on my vest, some other systems that I have. I will do videos on different primary weapons between rifles and shotguns and those kind of things that I have and that I use and that I like. Of course, the most important part about the video I'm shooting right now is if you're planning on being ready for an emergency situation, don't let it catch you off guard. If you're asleep and your stuff is locked up in a room on the other side of the house and whatever it is happens and you can't get to your stuff, all you can get to is a 38 snub nose in your drawer, you're better off to be able to get to the 38 than have nothing. But if your primary stuff is in the other room, God, I would hate, from the last thought that goes through my head is, man, this wouldn't have happened if I had my stuff. Until next time, make preparations.